Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ba'd. So we have finished with the virtues of the basmala. Let's just go right into the first ayah because this is what we wanted to do after the break anyway. So let's begin insha'Allah with the first official ayah of Suratul Fatiha. Allah Azza wa Jal begins off, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. The first point is the Alhamd. This is what we want to look at. The word Alhamd, it comes from the word Hamida Yahmadu. But more importantly, it comes from the word Hamida. Also, it comes from another masdar word, which is Hamdun. This literally means to protect yourself. Literally, it means a protection. In addition to that, a connotation or an addition to the whole definition of Alhamd is protecting yourself, meaning that you are asking for protection from Allah Azza wa Jal. This action of asking for protection, Allah Azza wa Jal, this is called Al-Hamid. So Al-Hamd is the actual protection, or if you'd like, praise. Al-Hamid is the source of protection and the one worthy of that praise. So this is the difference between the two. If you say Alhamd, it's just the actual protection itself. But Alhamd is not the name of Allah. The name, or one of the names of Allah is that He is Al-Hamid, which encompasses both. Protection comes from Him, He is worthy of praise, and He is also the source of praise. This is where we get our protection. And if Allah Azza wa Jal praises an individual based on their actions or their deeds, then that praise comes from the source, which is Allah Azza wa Jal Himself. Alhamd or Hamid, this is the most comprehensive description of Allah Azza wa Jal. Out of all of the 99 names of Allah, the most comprehensive one is that He is Al-Hamid. Having said that, brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We can only discuss the first word in this section, and then insha'Allah in our next session we will discuss Alhamdu, we will discuss Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. The reason why Alhamd is the first word here, scholars, they've given us a bunch of psychological benefits, if you'd like, as to why this happens. If you start off with Alhamd, you start off with praise. You automatically entail gratitude. You automatically entail forgiveness. You automatically entail protection. The fact that Allah Azza wa Jal literally made this the first word you look at and you read when you come to His Quran, all praise and glory is due to Allah. It gives you a very profound outlook of what the Quran is going to be talking about. This book here, to start off with the praise of Allah, it's got to be a book filled with great good. It's got to be a book that would fill my heart with positiveness, optimism in my life. I would have something to look forward to. Why? Allah describes Himself as Alhamd. He starts off with the praise. So there's a psychological benefit behind this. Even in addition to that, whenever you want to speak to somebody about the religion, from this verse here, the fact that Allah is going to start His discussion about this world with the praise, with something positive, it shows you and I that when you start off a discussion about this religion and you start off a discussion about who we are, start off with the things that are positive. Start off with the things that are praiseworthy. How do you do that? Lillah. You start off by talking about Allah Azza wa Jal. This first word here is so comprehensive. Some of the Mufassirun say that one word summarizes the entire Quran. The fact that Allah just says Alhamd. Surah Al-Baqarah is a type of praise because it gives us the first insight of our history of the time of Musa alayhi salam. It gives us the first command that Allah issued for all of mankind. Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu rabbakum. O mankind, worship Allah. All of this goes back to Alhamd. We praise Allah Azza wa Jal Because He's given us the first command, He's giving us the history of this world, He's telling us about the prophets, He's telling us about the dunya, the akhirah, every single thing, every rule, every guideline, every halal, every haram, everything that we need to know, all goes back to the praise of Allah Azza wa Jal. This one word alone, literally, psychologically, practically, logically, every aspect that you look at, summarizes what the entire Quran is going to discuss. And this one word makes the Quran so unique and very strong, both spiritually and even practically, and separates it from any category and any other book anywhere in the world from that point until Yawmul Qiyamah. No book will start off by praising the author itself, and especially by saying that that author is worthy of all the praise. Nobody is going to be able to do that. So this alone shows what is going to come as we discuss the hamd or the praise of Allah Azza wa Jalla.